It's time for Walleye on northern Minnesota's Cass Lake. Federation Angler TV presents Cabela's Masters Walleye Circuit, starting now. Welcome to Stony Point Resort and Cass Lake in northern Minnesota. This two-day event is the Cabela's Masters Walleye Circuit's regular season finale, presented by Ranger Boats.
What an awesome tournament. You got 98 boats here at this derby. You got guys that are one-timers, that are locals, that are tougher than a $2 steak. You got guys scratching and digging to qualify because they want to fish the championship here next year. And you got guys that just want to qualify because they like going to the championship, which are guys like me and Jeff.
98 teams have gathered for this two-day event. There's a 5-fish-a-day limit, with a minimum of 14 inches. The team with the heaviest two-day basket will be crowned champions.
To get your 5 shouldn't be a problem at all, over 14 inches. And the bite here is phenomenal. In a couple years here, you're gonna catch all the 15, 16, 17s you want.
This Cabela's MWC tournament has it all. Top-level competition, along with a great fishing destination.
It's a cool lake. It's different than anything you fish. You can be in 6 foot of water 1 second, and back of the boat will be in 40 foot of water. It's just a different lake, and you approach it a little different than some of the other stuff you do on the circuit. So.
Kind of going to be an interesting bite and see who comes out on top. The toughest part is the big ones. Somebody's got to find the big ones, and me and Uncle Jeff are hoping that it's going to be us.
Day one begins as these 98 boats launch from the canal at Stony Point and head out on the Cass Lake chain in their hunt for world-class walleye.
If we have a little space, we should do okay. If it's really crowded, we might be scampering.
Yeah.
We are going to concentrate on somewhere between 18 and 25 foot of water, maybe 17 foot of water. And we're going to, you know, we get bit, we're going to probably give them a 90 seconds to chew on it. Then we're going to set the hook and hopefully it turns out. A lot of times we have a lot of swing and misses, so we need a lot of bites to get 10 fish. Got it. Not very big. Bigger than I thought it was going to be. I'll take it.
Yeah, that helps. You know, we're sitting 11th in Team of the Year after 3 tournaments, so with a decent finish here, we can move up quite a bit. So any fish, especially about an 18-incher, is going to help us out today. So good to get one, and hopefully they start coming for us.
No, it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah. 9 of us, 9 teams here looking for a big one. Actually, 2 big ones.
Oh, that didn't take long.
Electronics is very important. I'm following the contours, and you can follow these steep breaks real easy with this combination. And it's perfect today. The wind's just perfect. Getting right on the break where I need to be. We just marked a nice fish. We just need it to go. Need it to bite.
It's been pretty good the last few days. Pre-fishing yesterday, we had a phenomenal day. Wish we had that day going right now. So, but it is a good lake. It's a little bit of a run from the resort, but I think it'll pay off in the end.
We are rigging with a night crawler and rigging with a red tail minnow.
Got him?
Yep.
Good fish.
Nice one.
Oh.
Yeah, we probably got 7 pounds. And I figure it takes 15 each day to win it, so all we need is one big one, and we're right where we need to be, a Wolf Lake walleye.
More walleye fishing and then weigh in from Minnesota's Northwoods, right here on Federation Angler TV. Coming up. This episode of Federation Angler TV is brought to you by Cabela's. It's in your nature. Ranger Boats, still building legends one at a time. And by Lowrance, celebrating 60 years of fish finding excellence. Find, navigate, dominate with Lowrance. Welcome back to Federation Angler TV. We're wrapping up day one of the Cabela's Masters Walleye Circuit presented by Ranger Boats here on Minnesota's Cass Lake. The anglers' search for big walleye on this chain of lakes continues.
Yeah, we got two in the box. We got a 18 and a 14. Obviously, we want to call that 14 out. That 18, we're as happy as can be. We're happy to have the 14, but hopefully we go through a few more fish and we can upgrade him to a 17, 18-inch fish and get a couple overs here. Our goal is to get like 12 pounds. We'll be happy with 10, but 12 would be great. If we can do 12 2 days in a row, we think we can probably get into the top 12 or 15, and that's where we need to be. We figure anything in the top 20 will probably move us into third place team of the year, and that's our goal. So. We got here yesterday about this time, and we caught some better fish between now and 12:30 the next 2 hours. So we're optimistic we'll get our fifth. Hopefully we can do some upgrading and finish the day out strong.
We've been on 4 for a couple hours. We had a really good first hour. We had a couple smaller fish through the morning, and now it's right at 1 o'clock. We've seen a ton of fish caught around us. We're fishing with a group of 7 or 8 other boats, and there's number 5. Nice. It was a little nerve-wracking for a while. We just got that 5th one. It was a 15 and a half, nothing special, but we've got a limit now here on Cass Lake. You can sort in the MWC, so hopefully a couple of these shorter fish don't get a boat ride with us.
Got a few hours left here to get her done, so hopefully the fish gods shine on us and we can give 3 of these back to the lake and come home with a good limit.
It's now time to head back to Stony Point and weigh in day one's catch. First up to the scales are the Skipper brothers of South Dakota, Lauren and Justin Skipper. Their day one bag totals a strong 13 pounds and 15 ounces. Next up, the team from Grand Rapids, Minnesota.
Kind of had the same program here the last 3 years, and we've finished 5th one year and 8th last year, and hopefully this year will be better.
Sean Coulter and Dave Hernsman's day one bag weighs 14 pounds, 8 ounces. Minnesota's Aaron Templin and Chuck Hassey are up next. Their day one bag totals an impressive 14 pounds, 10 ounces.
We put this together yesterday only, so the fish stayed there for us, and same game plan, just try to get our little ones, get lucky, get a big bite, and stay grinding. That's been our whole thing, so we'll see what happens.
We're looking for 14 pounds, 10 ounces. 15 pounds, 6 ounces. We've got new leaders.
Today's heaviest bag belongs to Steve Weichert and Joe Balser. Their 5 walleyes total 14 pounds, 14 ounces. This Minnesota team set a goal, and their plan worked wonders on day one.
You know what? We put 12 pounds as a goal today, and we got 3 pounds more than that, so we're happy. We just got to go do it again tomorrow.
Here are the standings after one day of fishing in the Cabela's MWC presented by Ranger Boats. Atop the leaderboard, Steve Weichert and Joe Balser. Just 4 ounces back in second is another Minnesota tandem, Aaron Templin and Chuck Hassey. Then, just 2 ounces back lie Sean Coulter and Dave Hernsman.
So we're going to go out and fish, and we're going to see what happens. And if we get our bites and there's big fish where we're at, I mean, if we get the bites, we're going to be in great shape.
More Cass Lake walleye action when we return for the final day of Cabela's MWC on Federation Angler TV. This episode of Federation Angler TV is brought to you by Berkeley, catch more fish. Mercury, go boldly. Motor Guide, never stop. And by Okuma, inspired fishing. Welcome back to Federation Angler TV and Minnesota's Cass Lake. Teams prepare to hit the water and the final day in Cabela's Masters Walleye Circuit.
This is the first year we've actually done the full MWC tour. And, you know, we've cashed in a couple of events before, but we've never won one, obviously. And, yeah, this is the first time we've been in first place after day one.
It's always tough being this high up after day one going into a 2-day derby, but we had a good practice and I'm just going to try to keep that ball rolling and keep that momentum from yesterday.
It's exciting. I didn't get much sleep last night. Hopefully everything works out today.
98 teams are vying for this year's title. Yet for many anglers, these tournaments offer more than a top finish and a trophy.
I fished with my dad, Dean Cabela, yeah. So we've been doing this for years. You know, 16 years I've been fishing with my dad, and most of the tournaments that I fish, at least for you know, the local ones, and it's just a great way to spend time with Dad, and we have a lot of fun doing it.
Good memories.
Yep.
It's all about memories. I got the son with me, we're father-son team, likewise with the Minke family is father-son team. We come here every year, make some great memories whether we get fish or not. It's just a bunch of good guys. I mean, some of the best guys you'll ever meet are right here in this tournament, and some doggone good fishermen.
Yep, a lot of fun.
Now we'll take off from Stony Point for day 2 of the Cabela's Masters Walleye Circuit, presented by Ranger Boats.
Yesterday, so when we came through yesterday morning, kind of in this gap here between the reed beds, was by far our best spot. We kind of hunkered down. We ended up catching a couple through here, and we stopped on them, and we plucked 5 or 6 nice fish out of one general little area. So the wind's different than it was yesterday. They could be in that corner or that corner, and just kind of in search mode until you find out where they are.
Yep, we need to keep them north of 18 is what we always said. If we want to make a run at this, we got to keep them north of 18. Those are good 2-pounders.
Oh, it's north.
If we want a shot at winning this thing, you got to have those, and these fish are the toughest fish to catch on Cass Lake. Your perfect unders come harder than your nice overs usually, because a lot of guys are going to be catching those 14, 15 inchers, and these are over a pound and a quarter heavier than those.
18.
Yeah, but we're fishing. We've got some cabbage back in here, and this lake is notorious wind-driven. You fish the areas the wind is blowing into, and the cabbage is sitting right back here. It's all deep water on the other side, and usually that's a recipe for success on this lake. Oh, it's a good one.
It's a good one?
It's not a northern. Come on, baby.
Come on, baby. Start our day off right, huh?
I'm getting so far out, he's coming up.
Yeah, it's a northern.
It is a northern, isn't it?
I thought I seen a northern. Yeah, northern.
There's a pile of these in here too. That's the wrong kind. But the fish are up there, so.
Watch them weights from yesterday, and guys are struggling to get a couple of those. And we got them just laying up here all by ourselves.
And I mean, let's be honest, we had decent fish pre-fishing, but not, you know, the 19 3/4 fish, I think. No.
I know once you get closer.
Jeez, I must be bombing that thing right into that cabbage patch every time. These are what we call green walleyes on Cass Lake. See how nice and green they are?
And this fish.
Where is he? Yes, yes. Attaboy. Oh,
Chucky, flip it.
I got it. I got it.
Oh my.
I hate this net. I hate it.
We didn't need to lose that one. Good night. They're chasing it, coming off that sand. They'll nip it, chase it, nip it, chase it, and then finally drill it. Awesome.
That's a 19.
That's a 19-incher. Yes.
Good job, buddy.
I'm feeling good, Chuck. One more of these and I'm gonna be feeling freaking perfect.
Good one, Steve? No, but I think it'll weigh. Oh, now it's getting heavier. There he got heavy. Don't you be green. Here's a walleye. Yeah, nice one there. There we go, Stevie. Nice one. There's one of our unders. There's an under. He's 18. 18 there. Well, we just changed our game plan just a little bit, and those fish might have just moved up a little shallower on us, and we're gonna see if we got some more, but this is a good start.
Yep. Nice one.
Hard to tell. Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah. Nice job, buddy. Nice and easy.
Stay on, buddy, stay on. Here he comes, here he comes, here he comes.
Oh, yeah. No! That helps, baby.
Fizzer.
Yep. I'll get it ready.
Get it ready.
God, that feels good. 22.
Okay.
Nice job, buddy.
Here you go. You're in.
That's good. We need one more.
That's a good fish. That helps us a lot. That's probably a 3-pound upgrade right there.
That was a 3-pound upgrade. Now we're sitting around 11, 12 pounds. So that's 2 pounds shy of yesterday. If we can get a big one, 26, 27 incher, I think we can close the door on this thing.
Stay tuned. We'll crown a champion right here on Federation Angler TV. Up next. This episode of Federation Angler TV is brought to you by Low Equipment Attachments, Abu Garcia for life, and by Airwave Pedestals. Make a great day better. Welcome back to Federation Angler TV and Cass Lake, Minnesota. The clock is winding down for these anglers in the Cabela's Masters Walleye Circuit.
Well, we had about a 14-incher on here earlier, and a giant muskie came right up and laid right up underneath the water. It's pretty cool. And every day you get to see them big muskies, and boy, when they decide they want to eat, he was about ready to eat the boat, I think.
We don't have a huge bag, but luckily we had a decent bag yesterday, so we're hoping it was tough on everybody today, not just us, but you know, in the last hour, we're gonna hope we get lucky and hook a big one.
It's now time to put up the rods and head to the scales. One of these teams will become Cabela's Masters Walleye Circuit champion. South Dakota's Lauren and Justin Skipper came into today in 4th place. Their day 2 total of 10 pounds, 3 ounces gives them a 2-day total of 24 pounds and 2 ounces. Entering the day in 7th place, Abraham and Amos Wolf stay consistent. These identical twins weigh in the same weight as day 1, 12 pounds and 2 ounces. Their 2-day total is 24 pounds, 4 ounces. For this pair, the Cass Lake MWC tournament is always on their calendar.
We fish a lot of tournaments, and unfortunately we only fish one MWC event, but this is the highlight of our year is fishing this event, and I wish it's cool the championship's on it next year, but it's too bad we can't fish it next year. So
they just do a great job, and you're fishing with the best fishermen in the United States when you fish an MWC tournament, and that's why we fish this one.
Big fish of the tournament was a 7-pound, 5-ounce beauty caught by Jim Preisner and Mike Olson. Entering the day in 2nd overall, Aaron Templin and Chuck Hassey weigh in 9 pounds and 12 ounces. Their 2-day total is 24 pounds, 6 ounces, giving them the lead. At least for now. Now, it all comes down to the weight of day 1 leaders Steve Weichert and Joe Balser. Steve and Joe's bag of 10 pounds, 4 ounces is enough.
Steve Weichert and Joe Balser, Cabela's Masters Walleye Circuit champions, Cass Lake, Minnesota, presented by Ranger Boats.
Their 2-day total is 25 pounds and 2 ounces, and they are champions. The final standings look like this, with Abraham and Amos Wolf placing third. Aaron Templin and Chuck Hassey take second. And the winners of Cabela's MWC here on Cass Lake are Steve Weichert and Joe Balser.
Second place, phenomenal. This group of anglers is unbelievable. I mean, these are tough fishermen, and to be able to pull a second place out, I'm excited.
2016 Cabela's Masters Walleye Circuit champions Steve Weichert and Joe Balser try to put into words the significance of this impressive championship.
I probably put over 300 hours a year on this lake. Joe's been up and fished with me so many times, and you know, as awesome as it is, I'm so glad I have this partner. I mean, I consider him the best fisherman I know, and I've learned so much from him, and to have this day, and I don't think everything's set in yet, but I don't know, to share it with him, I mean, it's very surreal, and it's gonna be a fun night.
If you're interested in fishing the Cabela's Masters Walleye Circuit, our schedule is on the website. We will have 7 qualifiers next year, again, as we did this season. So www.masterswalleyeCircuit.com.
Congratulations to all our anglers for a great MWC tournament on Minnesota's Cass Lake. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on Federation Angler TV.